All right, good morning. So I got a hold of Mr. Bill's 99 racks. As you know, a lot of producers are producing rack packs right now. With the Ableton 12 update, there's a lot more options with what they can incorporate with one another. Anyways, Mr. Bill, an electronic producer, super pro with Ableton, does tutorials and stuff like that. He's just released a rack pack. I was super excited about this one. It's just 20 bucks. Basically, I've already got it downloaded. You just download it, gives you a zip, you move it to wherever you keep your racks, and it's good to go. Some other people with the rack packs, with what they're doing is sending you like the session, then you have to save it someplace else, and then move your racks to wherever you keep your racks. And it doesn't always work with the samples and stuff like that. This one's super easy. I kind of dove into it yesterday. I'm going to dive into it today. I'm not going to do all 99 racks because that would take forever. But real quick, just open up Ableton. Alrighty. It's right over here. He's got some project files. Like I was saying, with the project files, you can open the rack. I'm not really going to go into that. There's tutorials online. It gets kind of messy sometimes, but I mean, we can try this one. See what's up. Let me turn on the push. Turn down the volume. Okay, see what's up with this one. So yeah, these are good to go basically. The cool thing with Ableton 12, I don't know exactly when they added the random feature, but what I've been doing is key mapping it to, I don't even know what that's called, next to the one button. I mean, you can key map it anywhere, but so key map it here, this one to there, turn off your key mapping. And that way you can just pop through random like that, boom, 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 and just different instruments every single time. Let me see, hold on. Let me double check I've got my desktop audio on. Okay, cool. Yeah, you just bop through these. Make sure your focus is over here again. And then you just go through and find a sound that you want. I'm not a big fan of the Bullfrog one that much, but like the Reese bass, like this is super powerful stuff. I should have hot swapped. That's another shortcut thing. Double check that I have this mapped to key. See, if you hot swap it, then it keeps that key mapping. So you have a Reese bass. Yeah, the computer's freaking out. Drop this down. Okay, so we have the Reese bass over here. And like I said, do your key map. Map that. As you can tell, you could just have unlimited options here. What I have been using is, let's make a MIDI track. I have been using the basic sub sign. which has been awesome. Let's map this real quick. Actually, wrong map. Let's map this real quick as well. I've been doing it manually, but I just tried earlier to close this. I tried earlier the random feature. It's pretty sick. Super quiet. Turn it up a little bit. Oh, drop it 2 octaves. That's what it is. There we go. So you do this along with your kicks and stuff like that, and you get just an awesome low end, you know. I'm gonna have to try this random feature. The random feature, I don't know if it was 12 or 11 when they first started doing it, but it's a game changer for sure. I mean, sometimes it takes a long time, but it's essentially like going through samples and shit. I feel the same as when I'm going through a bunch of samples like snare sounds and layering snares and shit like that. But anyways, back to Mr. Bill. Let's try something else. Go to my racks. Let's try this. So all these are, it's separated into basses, drums, groups like buses and stuff like that, and then mixing. I'm not gonna really go into the mixing stuff today. Maybe save that for another video. There's some really cool stuff there. I tried the acapella cleaner yesterday. The acapella wasn't too dirty, so I would love to incorporate that with, like, I use Serato Studio to get my stems. Since Serato started using stems, it's insane. You can just get your acapellas from that, and then I haven't tried it yet, but I'm gonna try the acapella cleaner over here. Some vocal stuff, some OTT stuff, sub flavor. Let's try and throw sub flavor after this and see what happens. Let's throw some flavor on it. I mean, the possibilities are just crazy with these. That was fire. I might save that one. I'm gonna save that one. All right. Next, you have sound design stuff, which I haven't really gone through. Let's try it. Discount growls. Wrong. Yeah, I think this is, you add it on to like a synth. Let's do a pad right here. So some are instruments, and then some are like post-processing. That's insane. It's fucking insane. Go here, key map it, because I didn't do my hot swap trick. Map that. I'm sure there's a short key to turn off that key. I need to learn it though. Growl. So, I mean, this guy makes really powerful stuff. When I first heard that he was doing racks, I was like, it's insane. So I've been using like kick and bass. I think the guy's name's FOMO or something like that. They have a groove generator. It's really sick. I did incorporate that with this. I'll do another video on that later. But yeah, Mr. Bill is just such a beast. He played Red Rocks. There's a video out there. Check him out. I don't know where you'd use it, but you could definitely use it. Let's go back up to the basses. This jump up, it's like, I don't know too much about it. Once again, map. See, that's my problem. If you don't do the hot swap, you have to map it. but it makes it so much quicker because I was constantly like going back and forth with the mouse and the Ableton Push that I use, right? With the Ableton Push, I would have to, it's on my right side, so I would have to like switch back and forth between the mouse and like control the mouse with my left hand. If you just put that key, I mean, I just started doing it yesterday, but it's really helped so far. Like jump up is like a newer genre. These have just a lot of like crazy attack. Sorry about that. The patch was so nasty that it crashed the entire computer. And I got like a blue screen of death. Just starting up Ableton again. Oh, it's freaking out again. There we go. All right, here we go. Two of those. Open up the Mr. Bill folder. Yeah, the jump up. Let's try Neuro this time. Yeah, these basses, I mean, it's surprising how different that he's gotten all of these patches. Like that he's captured all these different sort of like subgenres of electronic and dubstep and shit. Once again, map that. Oh, Control K. Let's try Control K this time. There we go. So I'll do that next time. This Neuro. So now I want to try adding these sound design patches after the actual instruments. So randomize this. Saturation with OTT. I don't exactly know how all of these are mapped. If you do want to go into that and like learn from this dude, I mean, you're saving yourself. It's like working backwards. Like when I used to get like old project files or something like that. And then you kind of work backwards and see how these guys build their entire sessions. But as you can see, I mean, this is just years. Is that, yeah, he's got this one patch for OTT called Beef, and it's called Mr. Bill's Beef, and it's absolutely hilarious. But it's, I mean, super powerful. I've been using it a lot lately. So, let's close this, do the hot swap. Let's do sub clean. Like I was saying earlier, I used to use the basic sub design, but this would be comparable to that. Drop it 2 octaves. For me, I don't know if your all's Ableton opens like that, or with the Ableton Push. I always have to drop it 2 octaves to get to the like bass frequencies. Story I was telling earlier before the video got cut out. Like when I was in high school, I was telling my girlfriend this. When I was in high school, I wanted so badly an instrument to like control the sub frequencies of my subwoofer. I had a subwoofer in the back of my car, and now the Ableton Push is that instrument for me. It's awesome. It's awesome that you can. I used to have those sub tests. I don't know if you guys did the whole subwoofer thing when you were younger, but I used to have those sub tests with those crazy, with those runs, those crazy runs. I mean, it's barely even music, but real blast. Just crank up the subwoofer. And now, I mean, I have something to do that. Not that I'm going to start making sub tests or anything, but it's just great to be able to like always wanted to be able to control those frequencies and kind of like build with it, you know. And so, you know, bass music took off, and here we go. Let's try the random on that. Smash random. And some of these patches, if you're getting a lot of the same sounds, they have these little sidebars. I don't know if this is... I think these are samples within the ADG files. I don't know what ADG stands for. I'll look it up. But if you're getting a lot of the same sounds and the smashing random isn't like doing anything, you can kind of switch the sample that it's sampling. I think what's happening is there's samples in the folder that you download, and then it goes through this processing over here, this craziness, and then it has a randomization. I don't know how Mr. Bill's doing it, but there was FOMO uses that other Max for Live. What's the racks? It's in my racks folder. Give me a second. It's like a little smiley face randomization thing. Forget the name of it. Sting. Sting exclamation point 64 by Skinner box. Yeah. So it's that little yellow. I can show it to you since I was talking about it. Sting. Yeah, it's this randomization thing. I don't know if that's what Mr. Bill's using. It doesn't look like it, so I don't know how he's... I think the green is what's randomizing everything. Anyways, that's that. Let's go close this up. I'm going to start wrapping up this video. Let me show you a few of the synths. Turn your hot swap on. Oh yeah, the drums is dope. Let me show you drums real quick. Because it's basically just like searching through samples with this randomization feature. Smash random. I know there's all the memes online, and I know every producer's done it, like going through your sample library, getting different snares. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's doing that, but with randomization. And I think you could probably go in under this new, and I think you could probably add your own samples. So you could add your sample library and then push it through this processing, which is insane. I mean, I'm not like fanboying out to this dude, but I mean, this processing is it just takes years to learn that stuff. I mean, I know a little bit of it, but this guy's just insane. Like how you map the saturation. Like he's mapping these different things. I think these racks are like a work of art. I mean, I could totally nerd out on this shit. Changes the attack there. I mean, once you learn it, I don't really even know how to do it yet. I'm just downloading these racks and kind of learning backwards. But I'm sure you could map your own stuff through this. I don't exactly know how. I think it has some mapping this. You map it to the macros and then the randomization. I mean, look at all this craziness. I mean, come on. It's just nuts. I mean, it's like a work of art. Really, it is. I can't wait for the next generation, like to see what's next with, you know, Ableton 13, 14. I mean, Lord, who knows? I'm along for the ride. I'm very into it. Let's do a couple of the synths, and I will let you go. All right. Beautiful. So this is, when you do hot swap, it's hot swapping instruments. If you want to add some of that processing, I mean, I might go back and put all my instruments in a folder and then put all the post-processing, like this sound design stuff, this mixing stuff in a different folder. But when you do the hot swap thing, I think it only shows, yeah, so you're hot swapping. You can do it that way if you don't want to change your folders, if you want to keep it just that way. Bring in the post-processing and then hot swap, and it shows you only the post-processing hot swaps. And if you hot swap the instruments, it only shows you the instruments. So if you open two of them, you can do it that way. I might make a different folder, not sure. Anyways, I don't even see what I clicked with this one. Glitch and like heavy shit. This is, like I said, I was super excited when I first saw that this guy had made a pack of racks, but it's just a pack of racks. It's just crazy how much has gone into this. Yoy machine. I mean, it's just like these crazy instruments. I don't know how long this took him. Could have taken him a week. Could have taken him a year. But it's bonkers. It's really bonkers. All right, that'll do it for me. I've fanboyed out enough. That's Mr. Bill's 99 Racks. Endless fun. I don't know how long this video's been, but I mean, it's just, I barely even touched the surface of what is involved in this. Definitely worth 20 bucks. This is not sponsored, obviously. But yeah, dive into it, dig into it. Like I said, also check out Kick and Bass, FOMO. Has lead generators, groove generators. I've really gotten into these racks. If you're into Crankdat, Crankdat's got some crazy shit too. I mean, this lead is... Sorry, I'm going to change topics completely. This lead is just stupid. Wherever it is. Okay, so it's like post-processing to the lead. Melodic resonator. Let's just get a little quick instrument to look at it. And that's just a basic sine generator. So smash that random. What was it? Control K? Yeah, Control K. I mean, you can kind of see how these things work. I think this is best with Serum. Let me run this down with Serum real quick. Since I already started down this path. So that's just the initial preset. And then you can run. Hold on. I know you can't see Serum. I'm still new to OBS, so I'm still trying to figure out how to just show the Ableton window and show the Serum stuff. Like Serum's open right now, but it's not showing that. If you know how to do that, drop it in the comments. But yeah. Yeah, that's the Crankdat lead generator. As you can see, it's not nearly as much processing, and I don't think nearly as much went into it as the Mr. Bill stuff. But a lot of artists are making these rack packs now. Rack packs. Frank Sinatra and the Rack Pack. Yeah, you can tell. I mean, it's basically just the processing built into a beautiful little package for, I mean, not even beginners, professionals can use this stuff, but as a beginner, this is a great place to start to see what these guys are putting in their processing. It's beautiful. I mean, it's really, yeah, and it can be like this guy has verb throws and tuner tool. Oh, also something else I ran into, which is another topic, is this latch thing. Like I said, I was crossing hands um, with the Ableton push and back and forth. If you're doing sound design of, let me open Serum again. If you're doing sound design and need to mess with your knobs and stuff on the push, or if you want to not have to be pressing keys and all that. I mean, it's a huge problem for me when I'm sound designing. It's just like pressing a note, and turn on the keys, pressing a note, whatever, yada yada yada. But if you latch, you can mess with all your knobs and stuff like that. I got this off that website for Ableton not racks, Ableton plugins like Max for Live or something like that. Let me double check. Yeah, yeah, maxforlive.com. Let me pull up Chrome real quick. Close this. Where you at, Chrome? One second. Chrome. Right here, maxforlive.com. So it has all these devices. I went through the other day looking for instruments and stuff, just wasting some time. Sort by instruments, audio effects. There are free ones. A lot of them aren't free. Some of them are free, but you have to go through the website. So there's your website right there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's free, and that's all that matters. All right. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I will holler at you tomorrow.